After the evening meal, with the dark closing in, Caris said that we would stay in the cloister for the staff meeting instead of going to the upper room. He had each of the staff members talk a little bit about what they planned to do. Bashemuth expected to have everything ready for a book fair, posters and all, by the first weekend. Millie hoped they'd be telling their own stories. Frank talked about the hope for small presses, and then, at his urging, Millie sang for us, and then Noreen suggested that Omeo do one of the Bacchaean dances. Without embarrassment, Omeo stood up and stripped off his t-shirt, kicked off his sandals. Then he moved into a dance which started with his entire body undulating in slow rhythm. Then the tempo accelerated until Caris began to clap, joined by Frank, then Millie, and Noreen. Then Omeo squatted low to the ground with one leg, then the other stretching out, somewhat like Russian Cossack dances, but much more quickly, incredibly quickly. And then he rose until he was leaping high into the air, fingers stretching him taller, higher. Then the clapping began to come more slowly, winding him down. He was glistening with sweat, breathing in short, panting gasps. And the clapping changed from being an accompaniment to the dance to applause. Lo, now we must sing Saranam. His voice was breathless, and he looked to Millie, who started singing. In the midst of foes I cry to thee, from the ends of the earth, wherever I may be. My strength in helplessness all answer me. Serenam, serenam, serenam. Make my heart grow as great as thine, though so through my hurt your love may shine. My love be yours, your love be mine. Serenam, serenam, serenam. What does it mean, serenam? I asked. Refuge, Noreen said. God's rich blessing, Millie added. Chris said, there is no English equivalent. Frank laughed. There doesn't need to be. Saranam says it all. Loving, giving, caring, Omeo said. I think it is like a Balkan word, which means that love does not judge, V added. Love is not love, which alters when it alteration finds. What's that? Bashemuth asked. Shakespeare, from one of the sonnets. Shakespeare? Millie asked. Sonnets, said Bashemuth. Suddenly I realized the things I'd taken for granted as part of my background were unknown to people of other cultures. Shakespeare is probably our greatest writer in the English language, V said, and the sonnet is a form of poetry. I'll talk about it in one of the workshops. I even hope to have people writing sonnets. Another thing I realized was how little I knew about V. I knew from her poems and novels that she had loved and passionately. Because of Noreen, I knew she had an insane husband. There were a few chinks my imagination could fill in, but I realized something else that evening. I realized I was too young to understand much that had happened in the lives of these people who had quietly become my friends. We finished the lemonade, which was tart and lovely, and Chris sent us off to bed. I walked across the compound with Omeo and V. Too late for a swim, she said. Ah, well, we'll make time tomorrow. Too bad Frank can't come with us, I said. V nodded. He does swim at home in a pool. He misses it. Lo, he is a kind man, is Frank, Omeo said. Yes, V agreed. I wonder if someone who has never suffered, known loss and pain, is capable of true kindness. Omeo took my hand. We find much true kindness here in Osiah Theola, and we'll pause there.